What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games B.S. Nightcap edition. It was just a crazy day. Probably gonna go through a lot of different things. We got Jaden gave us some stuff that we're gonna go through, but big time. I'm over here looking at my bad, looking at my text. Big time things going on today. Excuse me. Today was one of the greatest days on the calendar. It was national. It was early signing period for FBS. So what we will do, even though this isn't a Florida State pod, we will go through some of our stuff that we already have. We will reverse the course of how we normally do things. We'll probably talk about FSU afterwards because we'll do what we did last year. Remember last year, Miles, we went through the signing class. So we'll go through and we'll just talk about the guys that we like and the guys we don't. Remember, we found good twin and bad twin a year ago. And it stuck to it. And it turned out the good twin was good. But man, bad twin was a bad motherfucker. Boy, it was great. Bad twin was bad out there. So we'll go through and look at what we have and who we have as it relates to that. We will also I'll also be on Mark Rogers immediately following this, which will also be on our channel. So we won't get into too much Florida State stuff because we got a whole Florida State segment coming up. So just matter of fact, this is gonna stop, and then just give yourself, you get a chance to go get you a soda, and then come right back over and let's talk about everything that's going on, and you can voice your opinions and feel free. It's a free country. But as you know, it's MFTK Foundation. I got a lot of things to be talking about with the MFTK Foundation, but right now we'll get into those things here in here shortly. But outside of that, let's start our show off the same way we start each and every show off with, and that is a word of prayer.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Nobody wanna thank you, God. Thank you, God.
You talking about the kid or the dad? The kid. That's the one that they said was Trey's brother.
Really?
Because Trey had the hair puffy out and then all the other stuff. Like when they first came there. Because he's like literally the same height as Trey. Wait a minute, hold on. Trying that. So X. The kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like the dad. I thought he was it. I was like, oh, okay. But nah. It's unfortunate because he's the same age as B5, the same grade. And it's just like, it's tough. Like,
that's what I was thinking.
That would make me mad. Like, this is fucked up, man. The world. Nah, it's unfortunate. Like, you don't get that opportunity at Mandarin University. No, I'm saying, like, you gotta be. It's like, it sucks. Like, there's like, I mean, I'll be timid. We're talking about a young man who plays for Mandarin University at Miles. Knows we won't. Actually, doesn't matter. I mean, he's a good kid. Sometimes there's more important things than being good at football.
A lot of things are.
Yeah. But the one thing you never want to be described as when somebody says, hey, is he a good football player? Man, he's a good person. I don't ever want to be described as a good person. Like, if you, as a coach, like I tell the kids all the time, I'm like, hey, you know, when we're in the weight room, I say, hey, man, you know what? I know y'all some good God-fearing young men. They're like, why? I was like, you know, they're like, why you say that, Coach? I said, because I'm watching the way that y'all do cleans, and y'all don't get no hip extension. Y'all ain't tormenting nobody's daughter. I was like, y'all just a short stroking the rep like you want to be. And they're like, huh? I said, yeah, just let me know y'all ain't doing nothing. So that y'all some good young men. I appreciate that. I let my daughter hang out around y'all. You never want a coach to say, you're a good young man. I'd let you take my daughter on a date. You know how many of my coaches, well, one of my coaches were white, most of them, but they never, that'd be the nightmare of taking their daughter out on a date. And I actually ain't even a bad guy. But they'd be like, nah. Like that, I guess what was it, the Stephen Diggs thing when they were like, hey, who would you want your sister to date?
And
nobody said Stephen. Like, but it wouldn't be for like the reasons that I was a playboy. Cause I don't know what I was. I just know I'm ugly adjacent. I've never had an issue though. But I'm like, I would have just like, man, we took her up as my guy up and through there. Took her up and through. But anyways, though, it's a great kid. But all the guys thought they were just like, yo, Coach James, that's your son? I'm like, no, my son is the other one. The one who's like 1 inch shorter than him. But now I'm terrified. Like, why is he the same height as my son? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But we have a kid, Black Connor. I love Black Connor. Black Connor is one of my favorite running backs. Black Connor was terrible his freshman year. Like, awful. I didn't even know why he was there. I thought he was being held against his will to play football. His parents just didn't want him to play. When I tell you the boy did a 180, he's actually like, if we were anywhere else, he's progressing.
Right.
And he got thick skin, and I made me love him even more. I told him, that's the one that I told, like, hey, it was a good looking mom came out there. And I said, hey, like, Connor, if that boy mama, if that lady's son plays running back, I'm gonna need your jersey. He's like, what? I said, hey, man, listen, dog. I ain't never seen your mom. She doesn't provide anything. Something has to be provided for me to be able to keep you here. And then he started like really turning the corner and doing, he doesn't have, his body is still growing into what he needs.
Right.
And then I told him the other day, like, Black Connor, come here, man. So I was like, I come to practice every day looking for a reason to cut you. And every day, you do something that make me not want to cut you. You're doing good. And then I just talked to him about making the team and just doing these things. I said, hey, man, like there's a place for you here, but you got to play every special teams. You got to really go out here and be so good that we can't deny you if you want to play here, right? Oh, Lord, this dude right here. Hold on. My bad. It's just a lot of things there that we just, he doesn't have. And it's not fair because he could probably be really good next year or the year after that. But I got two power four backs coming back next year. And then the other kid that was a freshman is the same size as him. And I tell him every year, I'm going to get another, like, people talking about, well, you're recruiting at middle school games. You think I got to recruit when I can just tell a mom every one of my backs that plays for me goes to college? Good dope sells itself. Like, what you think about? You're just, come to man. No, bitch, do you want your kid to go to school? You don't.
Right.
Nobody has a resume. 3 things in life guaranteed: death, taxes, and James Coleman having a 1,000-yard running back. Doesn't matter what the system is. Doesn't matter what the school is. I'm just really good at doing that stuff. I'm really good at telling people to run where they ain't. So unfortunately, there's some other kids coming that Black Connor got to compete with. It's just the way the game goes at this kind of school. The good programs recruit themselves and have people to come in to take your job. If you want to play, you can go up the street. That's why we always tell them every year, Atlantic Coast, man, they got all kinds of job openings at Atlantic Coast. It's like, we're also going to beat the living fuck out of you because we have to. It's the way God intended it. There's lions and then there's zebras. And I don't want to be a zebra. It just doesn't seem fun. But anyways, getting into what we were talking about, I know I got to pull this up. I know we got the MFT. Oh, I got to order my food. We got the MFTK showcase that's coming up on the 20th of December. Hopefully I'll get some good news here in the next couple of days about where we're going to host this location at. But here are some of the quarterbacks that are committed. One kid, another kid named King. I got my young pups want to ball out. My 14U QB said they coming to the 15U tryout. They coming to take jobs. They don't want to play with the puppies. They want to see what it's like to piss in the big pond. So they coming after this stuff. We're going to have the top wide receivers, top DBs. I want to say a special shout out to Coach Coy, the head coach at Coffee County High School in Georgia. We had a great conversation today. He's like, man, I appreciate you having this kind of event for us. We don't have a lot of guys that come to our small town to come and recruit, but I got 3 guys that I know that can play, and I got more guys that just need to be able to be seen. I said, hey, man, bring them over here. If they make the 7-on-7 team, great. If they don't, be a great opportunity to have exposure for them. And boy, did he send me the links. And good goddamn. I want to see what these guys look like when they got some other people to give. Because to me, if I ain't into your highlight film in the first 3 clips, I ain't into your highlight film. Like, that's what our college coaches think. I got other shit to do. We added Savannah State is going to be there. So we'll have Savannah State, Central State. If it's at Edward Waters, we'll have Edward Waters. If I get another D2 school, we will have a 2026 talent showcase before that. So if your kid has been under-recruited, it doesn't have it, stay tuned for the details of that. But we will have college coaches. So even if you don't think your kid is good enough or your kid's not good enough to make the team or you don't feel like this, man, if you think they got measurables and size, bring them to this showcase because they could walk away with somebody wanting to give them an offer. I mean, yo, it's just the shit happens like that, dog. Be like that, bro. B5 gonna be fine. It's just like I tell people, you never know. Our minds might be made up, but they might not be. What's the worst that can happen? You spend $25, you get a really nice shirt. We're gonna have Gatorade bottles, we'll have some juice, we'll have a lot of cool shit for you. But like, bro, like if you don't come, guess what's gonna happen? Now you won't know. I might throw my jit in there on the 15U tryout just to see, so we can see what it's like with the big boys. He's undersized, he's young. But sometimes you gotta get out there and you gotta be able to compete. And the key word is win your reps. Not enough people are interested in winning their reps. They want things handed to them. So that's all I got to say about that. With the showcase, we go on to the next thing. Oh yeah, we're going to Tokyo. I'm going to be raising money for that. Dave FSU Gatorade gave me the bottles. When Powerade, when y'all go out here and get like, I can't get FSU to call me about recruits. Y'all think Powerade gonna give me some shit? The best thing for it is the Gatorade hookup is a FSU alumni to FSU alumni relationship. So I just want y'all to know it's not personal. Odell ain't slamming no bottles around here because Odell ain't paid for shit around here. So like, but I still love. I do not drink Gatorade like that, but I do love a good. Bottle. So that's just kind of where we're going with that. But we're going to Toronto, not Toronto. I'm gonna call it Toronto until forever. We're going to Tokyo. I'm still trying to get the particulars on that. That shit is not cheap. It is cool. I was telling everybody I tell that, they're like, yo, this is dope. And I'm like, and they don't even they hear the dopeness in it, and I appreciate them loving the dopeness in it. I'm just fucking terrified.
Oh my gosh, y'all better what?
Like, but it's other American teams gonna be
Oh,
over there.
really?
Like,
Oh.
yeah. Yeah, we have a fundraiser for Tokyo, mftkfoundation.com. Please go. It's like 20K to send these bastards there. Like, I ain't got it. I ain't got it, cuz I could put some on it. I got enough for me. But we're gonna I think we're gonna get 5 kids to go. Once I really get, this stuff settled down and we're really able to fundraise. And I know people got like the holiday seasons here, man, and a lot of people are just, just if tapped. If you have it, give it. If you don't, don't. I don't want you going broke for this, but this is a great, unique experience for some young men to go. And I know I have like 5 of them, but Tokyo is where it's at. We're going. I'm on stream from Tokyo. We're gonna talk about this shit from Tokyo. Like we're gonna have all kind of content, and it's gonna be too much for me to just put on my own personal one. But we're gonna put it on MFTK Foundation. We're gonna put it on a whole bunch of other different things. We're gonna have the kids give their first person impressions about what was going on over there. I think I'm pretty sure Knox is committed to go. I want to say Kyrie is committed. I'm gonna ask Quez if he wants to go. They got to get passports. We ain't getting that for them motherfuckers. They got to get their own passports. But we got some cool stuff that I want to be added to this. We going, but I would like to take 15 kids minimum to it. And we do have now blow this up. So again, another thing, again, if that don't tug on your heartstrings, this should. So did Jaden have? He doesn't have my speech, does he? From Long Branch Elementary School. He didn't put that in the link, in the MFTK link. Okay. Is that my page that it's up on? All right. Before we get into that, I'm gonna tell you what just transpired here. No, go back to my but go to my actual profile. And scroll down. We're gonna scroll a little bit till we see the video. Keep on. It was lots happen. Go back. Keep going. Right there. Click on that. They were trying to close Long Branch Elementary School. We talked about this. This is your boy at the school board meeting talking about the closure of Long Branch Elementary School. And then I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, what we're going to do as a community. Oh, I guess you can hear it now. Is the tweet muted? So while we're going with this, we it's a picture. It's like Long Branch they're not closing it for this year. They're pushing it back for 1 year. And but what we're gonna do is, there's some things that are going on. I'm gonna partner with them in some capacity. We're gonna get we're going to get 275. We're going to get 275 gifts for all those kids for what they're going through. It's been a hell of a year for them. And again, at about obviously $25 a kid. Like I got Tallahassee taken care of. Tallahassee's good. So we give them 100 gifts to kids in Tallahassee. If you want to give some more gifts to kids in Tallahassee, you just let me know. We'll make that happen. Um, we're able to, but we're partnering with another group, and I'll get more information about this. But the goal is to go ahead and pay for and that's not what I wanted to do. Um, to take care of all of this stuff, man. So if we can't play that, don't worry about it. Just go to my social medias. You'll see it. It's on Twitter, it's on my IG, it's on my Facebook. But like basically I got the chance to speak for a minute in front of the superintendent. And they talked about things such as you know, insecurities, food insecurities, educational insecurities, and a lot of different insecurities while they're closing schools in the hood. And one of the things that I understood what the school board member was doing. She was making sure that she took care of her constituents where she was at. But they gave that school 2 years to figure it out. 2 years to figure it out in Mayport because they're going to apply for a federal grant. So 2 years for them to maybe get something from the federal government, which if you know anything about the federal government, who the fuck knows if that's even there? Whereas you had two city council members literally come up and say, we're going to figure out a way to revitalize and put money into the east side of Jacksonville so that this school can be, because we know how important this school is. After they just shut down the school a year ago and transitioned those kids there. And they even had a little kid come in and share what it was like to be uprooted from the school that he was at to go to a new school in his last year of elementary school. And they're about to pass a rule that states that for 3 years, you cannot consolidate schools. Once the consolidations happen, they're good rule for 3 years. They're about to pass that rule, but they only gave this school 1 year to figure it out. It's why people believe in shenanigans and shit. So that's just stuff that we're doing with the MFTK Foundation, that we're doing with the MFTK Foundation. So if you're really interested in changing a kid's life, I promise you, I'm going to do it big. Like I'm literally gonna ride up. I'm gonna be Santa Claus. I'm gonna be Santa Claus, and I'm gonna ride up in a fucking on a sleigh, and we're gonna make it happen, dog. I got my red Jordans on. I gotta figure out which red J's I want to wear. So like but we're gonna figure this out. So outside of that, man, just check that stuff. But let's get to enough of that. NCAA man, so many people need it. This is crazy. We're gonna skip FSU. Actually, no, this is the one thing with FSU because we're gonna talk heavy FSU with Mark Rogers, but former FSU player's dad, Frederick Brown, Pastor Brown. I'm sick of the shit. No, he didn't say that. He said, man, I get so tired of these reporters going to FSU players and asking if they are sticking with Norvell. Now, what do you really think they're going to say publicly? And that's the truth. Like I think that they just, whatever, dog. At this point, I'm going to be the villain. I just don't give a shit anymore. Y'all could be the cool ones. I'm not going to be that person. Lane Kiffin, in the news, we all saw what happened with him. He's going to Ole Miss. Kudos to him. Ian Rappaport, $13 million per year for average of Lane Kiffin at LSU. Agreed upon a 7-year, $91 million deal, according to a copy of his term sheet. If he wins the national title, it'll include an automatic escalators that makes him one of the highest paid coaches in the country. It's if he's able to do something that he had the opportunity to do this year with Ole Miss, that he's going to go do at LSU. LSU is currently paying 3 head football coaches. Lane Kiffin, $91 million contract. Brian Kelly, $54 million buyout. Ed Orgeron, $17 million buyout. Meanwhile, their library looks like this. that is, I guess, when rain happens, that's filtering it down. I don't know. I really, but this image was from this. The image was from 2022 though. They hit it with the context. The construction on LSU's new library is scheduled to begin this summer of 2026, and the Tiger Athletic Foundation is privately funded and operates separately from the university. Remember, somebody told me that I didn't know what I was talking about with that, so shut the fuck up. Athletics is an entirely different entity in business, and to be honest with you, so what if the university wants to take money? They stole money from children's hospitals before, so yeah. That makes sense. But Brian Kelly needed to go. So, my bad. Yeah, going back, we just talked about this in detail. We're gonna drop that tomorrow, Miles.
Yeah.
Cool. Tomorrow. Oh, I need to ask. Bad. Speaking of which, let me see if I can get. Y'all like exclusive shit, right? May try to see if we can get something because the CFP rankings. They would probably be at 12, huh? I ain't going all the way. I ain't going all the way to Oregon.
Hello?
Hey, Don, question.
What's up, man?
Do you think you can talk to your bro and see if I can get a quick little get an interview with him like tomorrow or Friday just to talk about what it's like to be in the ACC championship?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you in a group message with him.
Yeah.
Message with him if that's cool.
Yeah.
And I'll get it over to him that way.
Just tell him ask for forgiveness. I ain't gonna do nothing to trap him. Don't send it to his SID. They gonna shoot it down. just say yes. I'm gonna do it. I'm just
yeah.
Whatever he has to do. I'm just because I think it would be interesting, and I'm sure nobody has anybody here locally called him.
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
All right, yeah, just ask him if he's willing to do that, and I'll talk with Chris Porter too, and I'll talk with the other guys to see if we can't get him some. It's cool to have a local boy up there doing some good things, even if he had to embarrass my university and single-handedly be a part of the destruction of why my university sucked this year.
No, I got you, man.
Right.
I'm gonna put you in a group chat with him, and then y'all can figure something out.
All right, cool. Sounds good to me. Appreciate you.
All right.
Yep. All right. See, like that, nobody else. See how quick shit happens like that? We're gonna get Virginia. We're gonna get Virginia on here. Oh, I got Bud. Bud, how you feeling, dog? Let me know, man. Shout out to my dog, Bud, man. Family right here. Bud was like me at 21. He was on his way. He was almost gone, but he's strong. God didn't want him, and the devil said he wasn't ready for him yet. So that's how I go, baby. College football playoff right now. If it ends today, Ohio State, Indiana, Texas Tech, and Georgia get a bye. Oklahoma's got the beautiful thing of playing Alabama. Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Oregon is looking at who they're going to play, and Ole Miss is looking at who they want to play. Right now, we have a really crazy thing that we talked about on this. Do you guys realize that if Duke upsets Virginia, it is possible that the ACC would not be in the college football playoff? If BYU beats Texas Tech, BYU is automatically in. If I'm trying to think of some other things, like James Madison will probably be. It's just a lot of things are out here up in the air, and it's going to be interesting. Jared, we're going to talk a little bit about recruiting, but we are going to save a lot for Mark Rogers and some other FSU related questions. Make sure you guys don't just stay tuned here, but be ready to transition from this onto Mark Rogers as well, because Miles, we do get a chance to steal the stream, but it's like counts for us, something like that. Some StreamYard does a cool. Oh, I need to send you the email so we can get in there. But that's basically college football playoff. Gives a lot of stuff for Saturday, a lot of cool storylines. Make sure you listen to our Gator Bowl Taxpayer Gator Bowl Drive to Selection show so that you can understand that. But if I were a Miami fan, you would need to start listening to this show so you can get some cool tickets and cheaper than you would get them anywhere else. So and buy your tickets to the Taxpayer Gator Bowl before Sunday, because the price of a brick is going to go up exponentially. That I can promise you. All right, we can go to the next thing, Miles. Yeah, let's talk about Colorado. Yeah, but Deion was making all of these cats money. Um, you got it. Oh well, then just skip that. That's what the Deion thing was.
No, one is
Oh, okay. So when he signed that dotted line back in 1989, things did change. He thought it would never be the same, but it must be the money. It must be the money. Again, the shit's funny, dog. Like again, it questions the timing of the Colorado athletic director bouncing. Like my guy said, "Hey, this bread ain't right, dog. Something ain't right. Something just ain't right." He prayed for R. Kelly too. Lord of mercy, y'all. I don't. Everybody thinks you're bashing Deion when you just tell the truth, man.
That's the colleges.
It's just like they, shit, fuck it. They made a dumbass dumbass move, and they compounded it with other dumbass moves, and they didn't do anything but let the Negroes party. I'm just saying, like, some of this critique is not hate. It's what it is. And yes, I don't care for Deion, but they ain't got shit to do with Deion in Colorado. I will let you know up front. But I ain't hating him. I need him to survive. I need him to succeed. It is just he sucks right now. He ain't succeeding. For all of the shit that people, because like, we need to hire Deion at Florida State, hire Deion at Florida State. Like, why is Mike Norvell there? Do you realize that 2 of the 3 years that Deion's been there, they sucked ass? He's really the same dude. It's just colored. You saw Travis on it, and we all liked him. And Shadur, like he's like actually, this is the case most of the time. Dad props the kid up. Did the kid prop the dad up? Because he's never coached or never won without Shadur.
Oh,
I'm confusing. But the Louis luggage. I could care less, but it's just funny because Colorado just isn't making the bread that it was hoping to make off of this, in their athletic department is hemorrhaging money. And that's not just on Deion. That's not on Deion at all. That's on inept athletic leadership. And so like that's now he bouncing, leaving them with the problem.
That's so. I mean,
so white.
Dirty coaches, all of them. There's nothing pure about this. Sometimes you gotta refresh your dirty game.
It's business. I mean, listen, have you heard what rappers say about the music game? Most of them say I'd rather get back in the crack game. Like corporate, so just like even the stuff that I'm dealing with, right? Which I really cannot wait to be able to talk about. Oh my God, I just want to get through it. And just want to talk about it so much. Because this is not the people that I really like, and I really want to keep working with those people. But like the way that this is going is just not working for me. But like in the streets, if you cross me, I can smack you. Matter of fact, it's expected for me to show feats of strength. And but in this, like, It's people who would never speak to you in the manner in which they spoke to you outside with this smug. Ugh. And you're just like, I want to slap fire out your bitch ass. How dare you talk to me in the manner in which you talk to me? But they feel like they have a one up on you, so you have to do some of these different things. And then when you have contracts and you have different things, that's why I love 50 Cent in some capacities. I don't know because I don't love that part of 50 Cent. After I found out why 50 Cent really hates Puffy, it just let me know vagina really messes up and ruins good men.
Think it's over a girl?
It's the girl that she testified. You don't remember 50's the baby mama of the son that he likes?
Okay.
She was the side bitch to him and Cassie.
Oh.
And so that's when I'm like, come on, Fifth. Like, no matter what you do, it doesn't change that you was laying on the beach, the chunky 50, happy fat 50, because that's what he was. Because, 50 had a little, like, his belly was out. He had a fresh fade and the goofy ass smile with the camera, being her paparazzi on the beach. Like, it don't change that. But all the other stuff 50 be right with. Like, 50 challenges people. And, like,
he's been saying this stuff about Puff.
He has. He been saying Puff, but he been saying Puff gay. And he was right. He was right. He was right. He was right.
I think legend founder, but nah, he was.
And I don't think Puff is an entertainer. They don't live in the reality. Puff's not gay. He's just Hollywood. He's Hollywood.
Like someone from Spartacus.
Yeah, like, it's just this man smashing all kind of chicks. Like, he's had, believe it or not, he's had, actually, you know what? I say that, Miles, I'm probably going to watch it. I forgot. I'm going out of town. So when I travel, I got a lot of time.
Right.
It's just there. I'm going to start watching TV when I get on the road again.
Still got Cocaine Quarterback.
I need you to text me that.
Yeah.
I am going to watch Cocaine Quarterback tomorrow. That's on, which one? That's on Amazon?
I believe so. I believe that was.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Cocaine Quarterback. And then also 5 Star is a pretty good thing I started watching.
Oh, really?
It's about 5-star prospects. Pretty good. But some of y'all body counts aren't that high. Mine is pretty high, but it ain't Puffy high. I had some teammates that were weird. I will never say their names. I saw one of them recently. Motherfucker's still big. And he's pretty crazy, right? Like, so it was wild, like, seeing them and just like, yo, whoa. Whew. Glad I never said what Chris said. Like goddamn. We might have to tussle out here. But I think they say he was fruitier than all the pebbles.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't know. Don't want to know. Don't want to find out. But I think he just has so much access, and he was scarred from some traumas that happened when he was younger. And, I think that's just what he just wanted to dabble over there. But when you're rich, you can do things that other people don't do. Personally, for us, you gay. Yeah. And that's not a disability. I just want you to be like Pimp C said, if you gay, just say you gay. I just can't do it. Like, there's nothing. I think he has a humiliation. What it is a humiliation king. He gets off on making other people like do things that they wouldn't normally do, which is weird. But I don't know how any of that has anything to do with Colorado or how we got there.
I was like, how do I transition?
Oh, 50 Cent. Like, yeah, I still don't know how we got there. Like, we just need to transition out of that to the next thing. So Colorado's broke. List of conference. Oh, yeah, in shambles. Getting to the NFL, Monday Night Football. The Patriots did a thing, 33-15, beating the New York Giants, getting payback from the Super Bowl. Every time they play, it's payback from the Super Bowl. Drake Mayo is doing his thing, and the Giants are just saying, bump it, Jackson Dart. It's ass because he's a rookie. So we're just going to go ahead and just let the assness begin.
It's the team. I think
Jackson's going to be fine.
Yeah,
the team is trash. He doesn't have a wide receiver to throw to. His running backs aren't premier. They're guys who had really good years in there. They're there. There's just not much to talk about when it comes to the Giants. So we're gonna go over to Drake May. 24-30. Did you know Drake May's whole family is athletic? Mom played softball, dad played football, or dad played basketball, maybe something like that. Both his brothers hooped. He's a football player. It's crazy. Drake May, 24-31, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns, was sacked 3 times for 6 yards, which means he was moving a little bit. He did take big losses. Henderson and Stevenson had decent carries. My boy Terrell didn't get in though. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No, he did. It's just a lot. They had more. Was that 13? No, yeah. Terrell didn't get in. Hunter Henry, Duval zone. 4 catches, 73 yards. Pop Douglas from out of Mandarin U. 3 catches for 33 yards. 33 yards. 24 receptions through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 receivers. That's pretty good. Not at all. Defensively, they did pretty good. They've got Harold Landry III. A lot of those guys were doing some good things. Damn, I thought that was my boy.
Nah, that's not for thinking this is boring though. I need a number 1 receiver. I need something, even though this is how we came up with Brady, but it's just and boring.
Just winning is when you're really, really good is boring. As somebody put dad football. Again, you want to hear another school mention that you won't hear mentioned this many times on any other broadcast, but we are the truth. We are so real, and I love the way it makes me feel. Terrell Jennings of Mandarin University, 1 kickoff return, 439 yards, doing the Doug Dizzle. You want to know who's also made that? Florida State University has 2. One that ends up transferring to North Carolina State, and Corey Durden, 2 tackles, 1 TFL, and Joshua Farmer with 2 tackles. Durden was 2 tackles, 1 solo tackle. Joshua Farmer had 2 tackles, both were solos. And it's just really, really good stuff that was going on there for the Patriots, and the AFC is just nuts. Nobody knows what's going on. The teams that are supposed to be good aren't, and the teams that are good, nobody thought. Drake May showed us something, and it just continued to prove a big gameism. Chicks do not dig the long ball. He threw the ball 2 times over 20 yards. You want to know how many times he completed it? Settle. He threw the ball a lot under 20 yards, and he completed it a lot more times than he threw it there. He made his money, again, as most people do, but behind the line of scrimmage to 5 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. That is where the game is played. Don't listen to your quarterback trainer that's teaching you how to throw the ball down the field. Live within the zone. Live Moss. In each of his last 10 starts, the Patriots' Drake May has 200 yards passing, rushed for positive yardage, threw no more than 1 interception, averaged 8 yards per attempt. No other quarterback in NFL history has done that in more than 5 consecutive starts. Now, I want you to hear that. Drake May has done that 10 straight times. The other 3 quarterbacks did it 5, and that's it. Nobody else has done it more than 5 straight times. Dave Krieg, I was 2. I don't know who that is. I needed help using the restroom when that happened. Aaron Rodgers, 2011, and Sierra's husband in 2015, before he got the goodies. So once he got the goodies, he stopped. He stopped consecutively throwing dimes. He was Russell Wilson. Now he's dangerous, and he's dangerous to anybody. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I hate that for him.
Drake May throwing that accurate ball so far, and then still went all short.
Short strokes win. Dad ball. You can't long stroke like you used to. You got to short stroke it. The Patriots are the first team in NFL history with 10 straight games scoring 23 plus points and allowing 23 or fewer points in a single game. And they are killing it in stats that you would have never thought you needed to know until ESPN created that stat for you. But still impressive nonetheless. Tonight was Drake May's 6th game this season, completing 75% of his passes while throwing 2 or more touchdowns. That ties Matty Ice in 2016 for the 3rd most such games in a season in NFL history. And we all remember what Matty Ice did that year against the Patriots. It really worked out very well for them. Probably not the stat that you want to go forth and discuss. And Jaden put the wrong thing there for that one. Teams at the top of the AFC, NFC. We're not gonna worry about that, but we'll go straight to the NFC South and what is needed and what is necessary for the NFC South. 5 weeks left. Who do you have winning? And here's what we got. We know the Jags are at top. This week will tell us a lot. 8-4 Jags facing the 8-4 Colts. It's not looking good for us. What do you mean by that, James? I want to tell you guys who are in Jacksonville that are local to Jacksonville, I want to invite you out to a tailgate. But I cannot invite you out to a tailgate in good faith that I might not show up to. You want to know why I'm not going to show up to it? It's going to be 64 degrees. That's not why I'm not going to show up to it. It's a 96% chance of rain. That's why I'm not going to show up to it. That's a lot of rain. 96% chance is 100%. Basically, it's 100% chance that it's going to rain. And you know what that means? We're going to get a heaping, healthy dosage of Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And I don't like that. I don't like that for us. They've been doing good. Devin Lloyd, since he's been back, they've been balling. But I like it dry because then they would try to throw it. But you never know what could happen. But these are the kind of games where Trevor's IEP might come to help. His specially abled ability could be able to shine because it doesn't make sense. Yeah, like these are the games where like, oh, the other person plays like Trevor, and Trevor's so used to playing like Trevor in this environment that Trevor being Trevor is like a double negative. So he might be a positive in this situation. I don't know. But 96%. But the cool thing about all of this is that'll just put us in second place, and then that'll put us back playing the Patriots maybe, and then the Texans are going to lose to the Chiefs. That's what we need. We need the Texans to lose to the Chiefs because we split the thing. But when we look at this, I think the Texans are going to lose to the Chiefs. I think they're going to lose to the Colts, and I think they're going to lose to the Bolts. But they're going to lose 2 of those games. That gets them to 7. That gets them to 10-7. Minimum 2 games they're going to lose in that stretch. They're not winning all 5. Don't believe they win 3. The Colts, however, have the Jags twice. They ain't beating us twice. They have the Texans. I think they can beat. Out of this, the easiest game is the Texans. Like, that's wild. That back 5 is wild. With a cornerback that's hurt, Sauce Gardner, but the rain affects the passing game anyway. And my man, Daniel Jones has a fibula issue. But them 5 games is wild. Yeah, he misses. No, that's the femur. Oh, the femur. The fibula is like the little piece of bone that hangs out your tibia. Like, so the tibia is the big bone, the big bone that goes down your calf, and then the tibia is like the out. It's like more your ankle. Okay. Like typically when you sprain your ankle, when you break your ankle, that's what you're breaking. That part. The Jags. Here's what I do know: we got 2 wins in that motherfucker. I know we beating the Titans, and I know we beating the Jets. We beat the Colts twice. We got to win this game because the Broncos is going to be the hardest game. So of that, the Jags have 1 hard game out of the next 5. The Colts have 5 teams with winning records that they're going up against in the next 5 games. That is insane. And the Texans are playing 1, 2, 3. They have 3 of the next 5 games with teams with a better record. if the Jags implode, it's definitely the Jags. It's the Jaguar. We need to destroy the stadium and get ahead of schedule. But yeah, so that's interesting with that. So we're doing really, really well. Looking at the NFL standings going up next, we have the New England Patriots atop of everything, 11-2. Baltimore Ravens at 6-6. They play the Pittsburgh Steelers for basically command of the division. The Jags are playing for command of the division, and then the Denver Broncos are 10-2, one behind, basically a half a game behind New England for first place. And I don't even know who Denver plays this week, but they should be doing doing their thing when it comes to this. And in the NFC, the only thing more crazy than the NFC and then the AFC is the NFC. You got Philly, who I don't know what they're doing. Chicago and Green Bay play each other for the command and control of their division this week. Carolina is like nipping at the heels of Tampa Bay. They make no sense. I can't understand them and their petite princess quarterback.
Right. I don't.
The Rams and the Seahawks and the 49ers. You want to talk about parity? 3 teams, 9 wins. And the Rams and the Seahawks are like right there with each other. They are. Here's what's going to happen in that division. One of those teams is going to get a bye. And 2 really, really good teams are going to have to go wild card and go travel somewhere and beat the hell out of everyone else. The NFC is what the AFC was last year, though, when you look at terms of quality teams. Outside of the NFC South. You know what? I can't really say that. Because the AFC South is actually pretty competitive. AFC West is a 2-team division. The NFC East, while the New England is basically 1 win and they've shut that down, they know they're going to the playoffs. Because Buffalo, statistically, I believe, will be out of it at that point, especially if they lose again. But Buffalo is at 8 wins. So it's like some really good. There are some quality teams, but the NFC just seems like it's anybody's race. There is no team that just stands out more than the other one, which is kind of incredible and wild at the same time when you take a step back and you really just think about it. Going to the current playoff bracket. Do I like the Jaguars' odds of winning? Yeah, there we go. So click on that, blow that up. So the number 1 seed would be the Patriots. I don't like playing the same team 3 times in one season. I need something to change. If we win, that means they'll go down. I like us against the Chargers. I like us with the Chargers. We beat the Chargers. They're fun. The Jags don't do nothing else. The Chargers and the Steelers, they're going to whoop their ass. Historically. Don't want to see Buffalo unless it's Florida and it's not Buffalo weather. Like, give me that good old-fashioned hot-ass Florida. Like, give me the Florida that's just 1,000 degrees randomly in January. And then cold the next day, where you got to put on your fireplace. To be honest with you, this sets up actually for the Ravens to actually make a run to the AFC Championship again. Like, even because Lamar is back. Like, what was the show Lamar was in? BMF? It's like I'm saying he was actually, hey, my bad. He was actually in BMF, but the crazy player was Lamar, or Omar. We'll treat like Omar is like Omar from The Wire is coming back down here. That sets us up for that. But what I would really like, I'm sorry, Miles. This probably won't happen, but it'd take a lot Because the Jags have already. How many games have we? The Jags are already 8-4. We would need New England to kind of implode for us to be able to get that number 1 seed. A lot has to happen. And what are our odds? Damn, that's fucked up. Like, yeah, so they got who will win the Super Bowl? LA, 17% chance. Philly, 11% chance. Seattle, 10%. Buffalo, 9%. New England at 9%. Green Bay at 8%. Denver at 8%. Kansas City at 6%. But the Jags ain't even got 1%.
Yeah.
Jags ain't even got 1%. Let's see what does Hard Rock say? Damn, they be making me have to update apps. Well, we're gonna keep talking because I am curious to, like, if I wanted to lay a couple bucks, it's got to be like one of them ones where you can lay $1 and the Jags will pay like, it'll pay like 1,000 or some shit like that. Let's go discover NFL. I don't even want to, like, let's go division futures. Okay, here we go. Jags plus 145. And $2.45 if I bet $1. I don't think you could do a parlay with that, can you?
I don't know.
AFC. Nah, it won't let me do a parlay. But the Jags are plus 1,400 to win the conference. So that means $1 gets you 15. All right, let me just try one more thing. Just curious. Jags are only plus 3,000 though. So that means they kind of have a little bit of, like, it ain't out of the realm of faith. $1 gets you 31. That's crazy. Oh, you got to pick the exact finalist. Oh, that's crazy. Hey, man, this is interesting. Do y'all think if you bet the Jags are going to win over 10.5 games, you get minus 170? If you pick that the Jags will be Super Bowl runner-up, you get plus 2250. I think that's cool. Some of this stuff is pretty cool. Like, good odds, man. I'll see how I feel betting about that later. But those are some good bets right there for the Jags. The question is, are the Pats legit? What do you think, Miles?
Yeah, I think it's building.
It's definitely a lot of parity. But 10 straight wins is pretty impressive. But that lets me know that kind of don't want to peak at the wrong time. And I think they're poised to get knocked off. Yep. Giants. The Bills win was impressive. Kind of throws you off a little bit.
I'll take them.
No, Trevor don't trust Trevor. But let's talk about this. The Panthers being on top. Anytime that the Panthers are a 10 plus point underdog, take them with the points. They are 2-0. And the rest of the NFL is 0-14. Not against the spread. They're 0-14 when they're underdogs. They basically, if the NFL says they suck by that much, trust that shit. Unless it's against the petite, pretty princess. No, they beat the Rams. Who do they play this week? Oh, they don't have a game? Oh, they don't have a game this week, so. But yeah, the Rams I just knew were gonna whoop their ass. But they got active with them. So I don't know what to tell you this week. Cowboys are playing wild. I just think Detroit's better. I'm picking Pittsburgh. I'm about to just do my parlay now. I know it's impossible for me to win, so it doesn't matter. Nah, we don't have it. Oh, the Jags are underdogs at home. The Colts. Who you think wins, Shador or Cam Ward, out of the Battle of the Friends? Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I think Cam Ward is better. I think
the Browns do have one. You're right. I'm not betting for Shador as much as I'm betting they have Myles Garrett.
Yeah, right.
I'll go check that out later. But that's but you brought up a good point. Even with the Pats, the teams that they're playing aren't really of great ilk, but it's still hard to win those games.
Right.
Like the Jags, when you look at some of the Jags' losses, I mean, they only got their ass whooped once. And the Seahawks are good. So when you look at it, so two of their losses are to really good teams. That Bengals loss was really bad. And then they lost to the Texans, which again, actually, when you think about it, 3 of the teams that they lost to, 3 of their losses are really good. Am I being overcritical of Trevor?
No. They win right. He does everything.
Now I feel bad. Like, yeah, 3 of your 4 losses were like 3 of the best teams. The Seahawks and the Rams are really fucking good. And then the Texans, you split it. The Bengals loss was the only one that was just completely egregious. No, we're gonna do that on Friday's show, which we'll be doing Friday's show from the road. But by the way, we're 60 away from 7,000.
Are you for real?
Yeah, like I think we're gonna get it this week because this week we're stealing a stream. We're stealing another stream. Get excited. We're stealing the reigns. I kind of want to steal 2 streams, but I don't. Can we do 2 shows at once? Yeah. No, I'm saying like I'll just do one from the StreamYard account and then you do one. Well, no, like you should be able to like. Yeah, we can have two separate. Well, you just can only be on one computer at a time. I could do one from my laptop, and then you go and you do one from where you're at.
Yeah, I might be able to. Yeah, we can definitely.
Because we missed a great opportunity with the Buchholz game if Mandela would have won. So the 2 people it was going to be a tweaker party. and we would have hosted it, and we would have had 100% access to it. West Boca has this kid that's basically Bryson 2.0. Tweaking just means it's wild. Yeah, tweaker party. Like, yeah, that sound. If you would have said that when I was growing up, like, yo, that sounds like a bunch of crackheads.
Yeah,
that sounds like crackheads having a gathering. My bad. Hold on. The fat boys are having a meal. No, our offensive line, Toby has the O-line hang out with each other. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking them to Texas Day, Brazil. We had 3,100 yards rushing on the season. Like, it's just like a thing. Yeah. I think it's next week. But yeah, it's the tweaker part. But we'll hopefully we get to that. We gotta get these numbers up. But we're at 6,940, so it's getting there. But when we get 10K, it'll be crazy. Doing all kinds of silly shit. Like, I think the stuff that we're gonna do with high school sports, I'm gonna use that platform to be able to stream it, but I got to get Big Games Grid. It's just how much content is too much content on one platform. Like, that's just really kind of where it gets crazy. Yeah. Well, going to the next thing, because then we still got to talk a little bit about Florida State before we get to Mark Rogers. Steelers are making moves. They signed Zont to the active roster Asante Samuel from the active roster to the practice squad. They claimed cold ass Pilgrim, Adam Thielen off waivers from the Vikings, and they waived cornerback Darius Slay from the active roster. So Slay will go to the Lions probably and do some other different things. So that's it. I think Jaden put up there and he loves to do this moment, and I'm not mad at him about the stats. Who are the top 5 in the NFL? Drake May is just ahead of somebody you'll never believe in Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, Daniel Jones. Those are your top 5. Who would have thunk? When you think about a quarterback, right? What would be the measure of what makes a quarterback great?
Third down conversion.
I mean, yeah, but what was, like, if you look at a quarterback who had a great season, what is the one statistical category that they're normally measured by? Yards and touchdowns. Okay, so like Jalen Hurts was considered a game manager, correct? Yeah. And people got mad at him. A notable Schmeagle-looking black dude stated that Cam Newton was a hater because he never won a Super Bowl because he said that Jalen Hurts was a game manager and not a top 10 quarterback. Statistically speaking, he's the 16th. He's the 16th in the NFL in passes. Yeah. One thing about America, mid gonna sell. Now let's look at something else at the end of the day. What matters? Now, he's tied for 7th place for touchdowns. That being said, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 quarterbacks ahead of him because there's a logjam of people tied for 7th. Aaron Rodgers is one of those. He's missed a couple games. So that's just interesting when we think about that. But I just wanted to see who the top quarterbacks were going to be in those categories. Rushing leaders, Jonathan Taylor Thomas has slowed down tremendously. He's still at the top of the league. James Cook, who had a little bad gap, has gone back up. Miami Dolphins, a chain is up at 3. Gibbs is at 4. Bijan Robinson is at 5. Where is our guy? Travis Etienne is at 11. He still has an opportunity to crack top 10 if he continues to do what he's been doing. But considering how the year has been, he's doing pretty good. We all know who Jackson Smith is. He's that Ninjigba. And he is still the top of the league. In NFL Youngboy is at number 2. Pineapple Nakua is at 3. Jamar Chase, terrible person. No, that's Justin Jefferson. Is Jamar Chase a terrible person or Justin Jefferson? Which one's the spitter? Jamar is a terrible person. And Amon Brown is number 5. Defensive players, Jamar Brooks has 137 tackles is insane at this point. Just real good. Don't care. None of those guys are with us. Myles Garrett is still on track to break the single season record. And now our guy is no longer in the top 5. They finally got him out of there, Devin Lloyd. Actually, that's a lie. Devin Lloyd is tied for 5th. In terms of interceptions, still with 4. He just didn't fit in the stats. So we need him to get a couple more interceptions so he can make my $10 bet. That was free because of Hard Rock. Good. Where are we at? Just all kind of stuff. So now let's get to some little big Games BS. We're gonna get to our BS or busting segment. Don't know what's going on, but this is where me and Jaden talk about, and Miles, we talk about food. And it is good. So apparently we have Korean garlic salt bread. Right now I'm cool. I don't know what the difference between Korean salt is, but I like bread.
I give it a try.
Yeah.
Someone got to make it for me. I don't trust my own cream cheese.
But that is a lot of cream cheese. Maybe too much cream cheese. But I'll fuck with it though. If it was like at a party thing, true. So YN this is wild. This Drewski segment. So me and my boy Dibby, we do the our hair jokes. And I actually did this. Dibby got the best of me though. Dibby went and I didn't watch the whole thing. And I should have broke this down and like chopped it up and had jokes for days for Dibby. But this is just hilarious in general. Just play it. I love Drewski. Drewski's an ugly motherfucker, but he's funny though. And I like the glow up of Drewski. One of the coolest things is like, remember we were watching a lot of these cats. It feels like it was just yesterday, but like I've been watching like my whole crew is stupid. With Big John and them.
Yeah.
They haven't really broke through like that. It was another dude that used to always talk about like 1980s cartoons. I can't think of his like all of them cats is out in LA, but I think his name was Clayton or something like that. But like they did these skits, right? And they were doing them on Facebook and on IG, and then they moved it to YouTube, and they've been doing really, really good. What's my guy who I never thought it was funny, but he's one of the reasons why I pick on Christians, because he's a big time Christian, but he got like 20 fucking kids from 20 different baby mamas. He like help his own way. Whatever. He got the big ass eyes that be going everywhere. But damn, I can't think of his name. It was but Drewski's one of the ones that's done really good. Like the dude, what about Zero? You don't want Zero Problems, big fella? Remember that guy? Like he's falling off. Like a lot of the guys get worse. Drewski has gotten better, and whoever's doing his makeup is doing good. You saw when he was the white dude, the white redneck? Yo, that was great.
That was insane.
But this right here is just hilarious, man. I want to watch this with y'all because I love that shit. Is muted. We might just need to open up another one. Still not playing. Damn. This is why we need Jaden, man, brother. Yo, did you just you got to put that comment on the Jumbotron. This man, Charles, said they called him Russian. They said I had to cut my off way before it got to that point where my kids called me Russian because my hair was rushing to the back of my head. MFTK all day on that one. That's crazy, dog. I'd have been like Elisha. I'd have called some bears on them jits. Ain't no way you finna talk to me that kind of way. I am an adult. You are a child. That is crazy. But OG Wild in the segment. Was that the OG? Oh, Mano is going viral for what he said he does when he gets in the mood, in that mode, which even forced the show to cut a break. Okay, I don't know what it is. But I'll just play the audio. Most of us don't even know who Mano is. Like, new Mano. Hold on.
We need a commercial break. We need a commercial break. That's the craziest. That's one of the craziest ones I ever heard in my life. Gun is a pause. 30-second commercial break. I want to see you use that gun tonight. It's commercial break worthy.
That should be sounding good, man. That's the why is it so important for us to prove how gangster we are? Like, I don't. That just goes back to the crazy nut ass freak bull that 50 Cent made the documentary about. Like, again, because one of the most troubling Biggie lyrics to me of all time isn't me and my bitch quote where he's like, "You look so slick, I suck on your daddy's dick." That's not the most troubling lyric in the history of Notorious B.I.G. lyrics. That's just gay, even though it was a Richard Pryor joke. But the most troubling lyric in Biggie is in Big Papa when he stated, "You got a gun off in your waist. Please don't shoot up the place." And then Puffy says, "Why? Why not? Like, why do I have to convince you to not shoot up the place? Like, I didn't come out to like die. I came out to hang out because I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby. Like, but why do you why you in that mode? Like, that shit sound good until you, and I know Mano been through a lot of stuff and he been through some tough things, but it reminds me of my cousins who just like, and I thought my cousins were like way, way older than me, but they're like 5 and 10 years older than me. And they just said some wild northern shit. And then like now we in some situations that we can't get out of because you couldn't shut the fuck up. Yeah, you know what? My bad. The second wildest clip. My bad. That was the wildest clip before Life After Death come out because Gutter had to get on Vlad and say that that's not true. I don't know where I was so mad at him for that. Like, nah, Gutter. Nah, that's a wild. Nah, he could have said any other friend, Gutter. He said you, Gutter. Like, we know what you do, Gutter. You don't just kidnap kids. Like, it's terrible. You're a terrible person. Anyways, listen, Gingerverse, you had Ginger, put him on board the Summer Jam Scream as we shift to Florida State talk a little bit before we go to Mark Rogers. Whatever we do not discuss about Florida State on this show right here will be immediately broadcast and talked about on the Mark Rogers Show. I sent you the email 2 miles, by the way, from Mark Rogers with a link. He said, "Guys, I had no idea y'all were on. I've been listening to War Chant and got booted for talking shit. Your first mistake was listening to War Chant." Wait, why are you listening to War Chant? And what are they mad about today? Oh, damn. See, this is why motherfuckers don't like me. Don't be me. It be everybody else. Like, go listen to players like Big Game. Like, you think like Gene don't like that. I like Ira. Ira cool, man. I like my guy, my fellow Scotch bro, Jeff Karen. Jeff Karen is really mad. When you get that old in life, you probably shouldn't get so mad about things. Like, you're gonna have a stroke. You gotta tell him like they told Jim Brown on Any Given Sunday, Coach, you getting too upset. You're gonna have a fucking stroke. I don't get strokes, motherfucker. I give them. Like, you gotta tell him that. But anyways, man. Sadness. Let me review this. We got the boys. Becky got a nice ass tree up there. I was looking at the boys stuff. All right. Well, let's go all the way back to the FSU shit. Oh no, we talked about that. FSU let's look at the go to 247 team rankings, please. And I was gonna call Devlin Carter. Shout out to Devlin for and Dex for like making it, dude. Like, I love seeing guys that I know or that I admire their kids signing to Florida State, signing to college in general. It's really a cool thing. Somebody asked about Mandarin University. We had 3 guys sign today. We'll have more. We had KJ. Well, they didn't sign today. Our national signing day will be tomorrow. But our guys have already signed and committed. Florida State had +2. 32 commits. Number 14th overall class. Chauncey Kennan, really good Sarasota Booker. I was looking forward to playing him. Really good DB. Isaiah Williams. I know I said it wrong, but really good linebacker. Jason Lopez. Oh, he bumped up to from a 3-star to a 4-star. That wide receiver. Ernest Rankings, bigger Rankings, we'll call him. We watched him. Franklin Whitley, I believe we watched him. Xavier Tiller from Langston Hughes, tight end. I remember him, watched him. Devin Carter. Ephraim White. With a name like Ephraim, he better be good. That's an Old Testament slave name. Pickney, I remember watching him. Jameis' little brother. DeMar Lewis. That's the one I said I think I just liked him. He was okay. I haven't seen Jalen Anderson's, Brandon Bennett, Daryl Bell, Amari Thomas. We got him back. He was committed. He went to South Carolina, but we got him to come back. Jordan Crutchfield, good size. Corbin Fordham, Bowles kid. We've watched him. Really, really good. Whitney Chadu. I don't remember him. Cam Brooks. Chris Carbon. Nico Heppy. I think that was one of our old ones. Jacoby Green, we definitely watched him. Jaden O'Neal was a 4-star in some metrics, but 3-star here. Dalen Green, we talked about him. Darion Williams. Karon Maddock, Jutta Daniels, Stephen Moore, Garden City Community College. Noah Lavalley. That's the linebacker I think we watched one time. Trying to see. Just some of these guys you ain't gonna never you're gonna never hear about. Now, all right. So somebody said Warchant is mad because we didn't sign any offensive tackles. 6'5", 300. What would constitute an offensive tackle? What are the measurables? I can tell you what's not a guard. 6'7", 370. That's not a guard. That's a project. But when you got a bunch of 6'5" motherfuckers, somebody gonna pan out to be a goddamn guard. I mean, gonna be pan out to be an offensive lineman. Offensive tackle. So like, but like I think your guys that are positive are going to be good. Like, so Devin Carter is very explosive. You're gonna you got what you want. Xavier Tiller is going to be your prototypical tight end that can also stretch. Williams gives you immediate help at linebacker. Jason Lopez gets you the slot as well. And Chauncey Kennan gets you immediate help at cornerback. I don't know how many of these freshmen you guys want to come in and play right away, but I don't think that's going to help us go from 5 and 7 to bowl eligible. I got news for you. If we got 10 freshmen that's coming in and play, and I'm not talking about playing. I'm talking about playing immediate time and getting exemplary steps. We got freshmen that played this year that we want to play. A bunch of freshmen get you 5 and 7. No matter what we did against Alabama, no matter what we did against other teams, and no matter how close we were to others, you do not want 10 to 15 fucking freshmen coming in and playing right away. Unless they're coming from IMG. Most of these guys are coming from programs where they still have very big inadequacies that they need to be filled because they have not gone to where they're eating 3 to 4 meals a day plus 2 snacks in a weight program that is really designed just for them. In an environment where they're going up against other grown men over and over again. Like, you don't want them coming in right away and playing. You need them to develop. So what we need the guys that are already on our roster to rise to the occasion. And some of these guys to get fill voids and get depth. Not even the top guys are getting the best guys playing right away all the time. What you guys are asking for is us to continue to get our. You don't even know right now. You're bitches. I'm sorry to say that. You're just bitching right now. You don't even know what you're complaining about. You're just mad. And you want to be mad, and you want everybody else to be mad with you. And I'm sorry. That's just not how I'm designed. I have nuts. I have testosterone. I got better shit to do than let little ass boys fuck up my day. And I got even better shit than to worry about with the complaints of another grown ass individual. Right now, we look at every week, we look at the top quarterback. Like, look at the past classes. The top quarterbacks are transferring out and going other places. I say it all the time in the NFL. You do not need you need a quarterback to not lose you the game. You don't need a quarterback to fucking win you the game. You need them to not lose you the game. Period. That's the truth. Right now, you have a really good quarterback. I don't know. You have a really good quarterback. I'm not quarterback, excuse me. A really good wide receiver in Lil Wayne. I know it's Lil Wayne, but I'm going to call him Lil Wayne. You got Lil Wayne and develop around that. You got an explosive guy. Try to keep Deuce. Hopefully he stays. If not, go find another big guy. And I got to do is go look at anybody roster and look at their top and look at their receiving threats. There are not 5 guys over 1,000 yards. There are 3 guys typically that have a vast majority of the reps. Right now, you got Usman Cromwell at your running back position. You got Sam Singleton. Those need to be your number 1 and your number 2. And then you got some other guys. Now you got your guys that you're coming in and you want to develop to create depth. Offensive line, you have some guys returning. You need to hit the portal and get that tight end. Your tight end room is clean. I like your tight end room. We just talked about bad twin and good twin. There's a couple other D tackles that you need to make sure that you keep. Samson being one of them. Why can't I think of my guy? Who's my guy from Texas just asked me about? Hold on, I told Mark I'm coming. Hold on, I'll give you the guy right now who I'm thinking about. I'm gonna say because a lot of teams want this guy because I've been asked about this guy numerous times. Hold on. Where's my guy now? I thought he asked me about what? Or did he call me about the kid? He might have called me about that guy. Did I say did we sign the kid not Mayak or the kid from Miami Central? Oh, did I? I didn't say his name. He's good. I can tell you this. Like, you can't tell me that some of these guys aren't good. Karen Maycock. I said Mycock. That's funny. That's fucking hilarious. I'm just to say Mycock. I know Texas wanted him. I know without a shot of doubt Texas wanted him. So you can't tell me like, oh, there's a 3-star. Texas wanted him. Texas wanted that 3-star. The class is top 15. Top 15 class. 5 and 7 with everybody saying our coach was fired. And then you sitting here, you're looking at Penn State. And I like him. I have no problem with Seymour. I think Seymour, I think he's misguided with his energies. He's mad. Kirby lost a little amount of people, but Kirby recruits very, very well and does his thing. But when you go up there and you look at when you go up there and you look at what's happening at Penn State, I don't know how many commits Penn State has had. I know they had the quarterback. They had a 4-star quarterback, but they were ranked 136 in FBS in recruiting. You know how many teams there are in FBS? 136. Pennsylvania State University was ranked dead fucking last. They were the first school to fire their head coach. And now they're to the point they have had 10 different people that they have tried to get, and everybody has told them no. And now they're saying that the boosters want them to hire the interim black guy. You know why they want them to hire the interim black guy? Because ain't nobody left. Yeah. You're basically giving that man a retirement package. And that's where we were looking towards. All because you're angry and you don't understand business and you don't understand that this sport is a business, and you're listening to the same people who are telling you that NIL is ruining this sport while offering to pay another person $50-something million to not have to fucking work. And not even entertaining the fact that maybe you could take $10 million and add it to what you already done to pay guys to be able to come through and do more, to give him more help. But the problem is a lot of y'all don't really understand. I'm not challenging these people. They're really good at their job. They're getting clicks. Passion sells. Anger sells. But what is it going to do? What is all that rebel rousing and all that other shit going to do? That being said, if you don't have a better move, don't move. That's why some of y'all are in miserable ass situations now. You made a move and now you're broke and you're bitter. You're a broke, bitter bitch. Like you didn't take into account the economy was shitty, and you went out there and said, I can do bad all by myself, listening to damn Tyler Perry and all this other shit. Now you out here broke, miserable, hating on your friends when you could have just been cool. That's what I just said with Lane Kiffin. Suck it up. Mike could have got to a bowl game if they'd have did something, but like, man, I don't know. That's it. Make a different move. But on that note, man, we really appreciate everybody for chopping it up with me and doing all this different stuff, man. So again, we got different things that we're doing in the community. Please be a part of this. Again, I don't care what you listen to, but I do know this. See that little QR code there? Do that. Consider paying a little bit of tithes. And the reason why I say that is because the money that we raise on this channel and the money that we do for here does go towards potentially getting better recruiting classes. One chick can't pull off the showcase that I can. You ever see them motherfuckers might not even be invited to come to the showcase. Matter of fact, that cross-eyed motherfucker with the eye that do that, his ass better not show up to Jacksonville and cut to my showcase. I'm gonna tell his poke ass to get the fuck on out of here. If they was as big as they was, they would have the weight that they have, and they would be able to tell people. But you know what? For the state listens to that, y'all entertain that bullshit instead of the guys who actually can make the things happen that you want to happen. $250,000, let me work from home. I'll get us everybody that we want. Ironically, I did talk to an HBCU about a similar situation to that, and they have entertained making a donation to the MFTK Foundation. They can't do $250,000. Like, I already know they can't. And to be honest with you, not all of my kids can go. But I am actively helping them get one guy because the alma mater, I have my alma mater, which is Florida State. And then I have my alma mater that I grew up on, which is the Hill. And that alma mater don't help nothing. Folks who don't write checks complaining about recruiting classes and coaches not being fired is hilarious. And they don't write checks. They don't go to games. They just say shit that don't. I'll show you. I'm not going to show up to the game. Yeah, the ticket's already bought, Poppy. It doesn't matter. Like, the money's spent. Gingerverse, we are 60 away from our 7,000 goal. So anyways, on that note, for everybody who is here on Twitter, this will not be on Twitter. This will be on YouTube. So let's take ourselves here, and we're going to transition over to Mark Rogers, and we're going to talk all about Florida State for an hour or probably 50 minutes because he has to get off at 9. I'm getting off at 9 because I have honey fried chicken wings. I'm thinking about eating them while I'm doing Mark Rogers. So I'm going to eat that, and I think I have some chicken and broccoli with fried vegetable rice. That sounds delicious, and I'm starving. And also shout out to my dog Freddie. Be tuned. Your boy is going to get on. I'm going to be on the Trials of Triumph podcast. Me and Freddie going to do our thing. I hope I say something salacious. I hope I want to get 1 million views like Freddie. And y'all come over here and support my channel. I'm pick on him. Like, hey, dog, what's going on, bro? I just want to, we do a little 2-part series. I want to give them that content. Like, this is how we help people. I put Freddie on. Freddie ran past me, and then Freddie's like reaching back. So, like, good stuff, man. But on that note, man, I appreciate everybody for chopping it up with me. We will see you guys next time.